PB, what's up, my man?
Not much, man. I wish I was playing Fortnite. I'd be with Spears and Todd Walker. We'd be doing what LSU's going to do to Clemson over on Monday, man. It'd be fun.
Hey, I've got to admit, I hadn't heard you play Fortnite on our series show in a very long time, and so those two children starting to catch up with you a little bit, right?
Man, you know what? That's fine though. I'm starting to get to bed at a decent hour. Like one of these days, I'm going to be a responsible adult. I'm getting closer and closer, and I hope I'm not one of those ones Monday night. So I hope I can go back to my childish ways Monday around 11:45 p.m.
All right, before we get to LSU Clemson, Greg Sankey, the commissioner of the SEC, put out a tweet. Only in the SEC will people send football media day scheduling suggestions in January for media days that are in July. Hashtag it just means more. Is he talking directly to you?
Yeah, I mean, literally, I texted to people during the show. I'm like, hey, so here's what I'm thinking exactly how we should set it up. Like, O went last year and got everybody pumped up about it. I'm like, let's have Ogeron first because that works well for the conference. Like, let's have the headliner, which is going to be Leach, coming up last. Lane and O know each other pretty well. Like, again, that's the sickness / awesomeness that is the SEC when we were talking about media days already, and we still got a national championship game to play.
We do, but I want to stick with that media day stuff because we've talked about this Clemson game for 3 weeks, and I kind of like that. Kind of your thoughts on the stick of dynamite that got thrown in the pool that is Mississippi over the last 3 weeks.
I mean, I love it. I mean, honestly, you think about the 30 for 30 for Elijah Moore lifting his leg in the Egg Bowl, and Hester and I talked about that a little bit. So, think about if that doesn't happen, okay, and they let go Moorhead right off the bat. Well, then maybe it was Mississippi State and Arkansas that would have been in play for Lane Kiffin. And let's say he goes to Arkansas. If he goes to Arkansas, Sam Pittman might still be the offensive line coach over at Georgia. And if that's the case, Kate Mays may not be over at Tennessee, and some of those guys for Georgia may have not turned pro. So, again, I think it's just the butterfly effect of literally one player lifting his leg in celebration might have changed the way teams are looked at for the next, 2 decades? Seriously, we just literally one player lifting his leg might change everything for this conference for 30 years. Nuts.
What if I told you a guy lifted his leg in the Egg Bowl? I can't wait for that one. Peter Burns of the SEC Network is our guest here on Hanging with Hester. Hey,